Good morning, students. Well, in the previous class of your accountancy, we have discussed about the non-profit organization and we have talked about the subscription in detail, right? So, one more important topic I am taking today, and that is your material consumed. What happens, students? You have studied in your 11th standard that we have certain material which is not consumed in the previous year, that becomes your opening stock, okay? So that's your opening stock, and in current year also you have purchased certain items, okay? And you find that certain items are still unused at the end of this current year, okay? So we have to find out how much material is consumed by you. That's different thing how much you have purchased. Please students, be focused on this line. That is different how much you have purchased during the year, okay? That is one thing. And how much you have consumed, that is totally different thing. You have raw material of the previous year, your opening stock, plus you have purchased something else you have, and something is still with you which you could not use till end of this year. So how much you have consumed. So that's very simple to find out. We have a formula. Opening stock, suppose 5,000 was your opening stock, and material purchased during the year, that's 40,000 rupees. Fine. Now total you have 45,000 rupees material in your hand in this year. Now at the end of this year you have calculated that 2,000 rupees material is still with you which you could not use. Alright, so that is termed as closing stock, 2,000 rupees which you could not use. So the material which you have consumed during the year, that is 43,000. This is called material consumed. Fine, students. So this philosophy works in this. So let me take a few examples so you will understand better. I am taking the example of this T.S. Grewal, and students, this is your illustration number 17, and we have the statement. Okay, I am taking, alright, 17. So it's telling that opening stock of material is given 50,000 rupees and closing stock, here material is their medicine. They are talking about the medicine, and closing stock of the medicine is, it's given that 45,000 more than the opening stock. So 45,000 more than the opening stock, that means that is opening stock was 50,000 and 45 you have added in that, so that becomes your 95,000. Alright. Next it's telling that amount paid for medicine during the year. Students, as I have used the word purchase, material purchase, so this is the same thing, the amount paid, कि आपने इतना amount pay किया है, okay? Amount paid during the year. This is 2 lakh rupees. Fine. Next we have opening creditors are 20,000 rupees, and it is closing creditors are 50% of opening creditors. Okay. So this statement I have taken. So here let's solve this first. Closing creditors are 50% of the opening creditor. So these are my opening creditors. Opening creditors are 20,000. 50% of this means half. So I have taken 10,000. Okay. So the example which I have taken, that was the simple one. There these three things were working, right? I have opening stock, I have closing stock, and this is my amount paid during the year. This much you have spent during the year. Alright, so let me start with this. Amount paid is your 2 lakh rupees, okay, and the material which you have already left from the previous year, that's your opening stock. So you add the opening stock, this you have to remember, add the opening stock, that's your 50,000, this becomes your 2,50,000, fine. Now closing stock of the medicine is 95,000 less closing stock of medicine, this is 95,000. This is 1,55,000 material consumed during the year if I don't look at these 2 points, okay. So in the previous illustration you are having only these 3 points, so you can do it like this. So what you have to remember, amount paid या purchases during the year, then add opening stock and minus closing stock, this we take, fine. Now if they have given you creditors also in the question, they have extended the question if they are dealing with the creditors also. So first understand the concept, then it's very simple to do, okay. So creditors are the person who have purchased it on credit basis, right. So here it is the opening creditors. Students tell me, opening creditors, that means these creditors belongs to the previous year. Do you agree? Opening यानी कि it's coming from the previous year, all right. In the balance sheet this must have disclosed. तो बैलेंस शीट क्लोजिंग बैलेंसेस होते हैं, नेक्स्ट डे वो क्या बन जाते हैं, ओपनिंग बैलेंसेस. तो ये ओपनिंग क्रेडिटर्स दिस बिलोंग्स टू द लास्ट ईयर. तो ये लास्ट ईयर के क्रेडिटर्स आउटस्टैंडिंग हैं, लास्ट ईयर का खर्चा है, पे नहीं किया, तो व्हाट टू डू ऑफ दिस ईयर, तो इस साल का नहीं है, तो हम क्या करेंगे, ओपनिंग क्रेडिटर्स को क्या कर देते हैं, माइनस कर देते हैं, ओके. सो ओपनिंग क्रेडिटर्स वर 20,000, तो आई विल रिड्यूस these also. So this is my 1,35,000. Now it's telling closing creditors. Let's understand the concept of closing creditors also. Closing यानी कि at the end of this current year, at the end of this current year my creditors यानी कि आपने क्रेडिट पे परचेज किया था and you did not pay the money, तो वो आपके क्रेडिटर हैं, ठीक है. तो क्लोजिंग क्रेडिटर यानी एंड ऑफ दिस ईयर, दिस बिलोंग्स टू द करेंट ईयर, ठीक है. इसी साल में खरीदे हैं तभी वो आपका लास्ट में है, तो दिस बिलोंग्स टू द करेंट ईयर. करेंट ईयर के क्रेडिटर्स इसी साल डील होने चाहिए, तो 10,000 का आपका हम ऐड कर देंगे. क्या है ये, क्लोजिंग क्रेडिटर्स. एक्सपेंसेस ऑफ द करेंट ईयर विल बी डेल्ट इन द करेंट ईयर ओनली, ओके. सो 10,000 आप ये प्लस कर देंगे, सो दैट बिकम्स योर 1,45,000. So this is your medicines consumed. Medicines consumed during the year. All right. I hope it is clear. Students, remember this point. Keep it in your mind. If it is mentioned in the question, amount paid during the year. So please don't get confused. Amount pay आपने किया है, quite possible you have paid for the last year. हो सकता है आपका कुछ पहले का आउटस्टैंडिंग हो, वो पे किया हो सकता है आपने कहीं किसी को, यू कैन हैव मोर देन वन क्रेडिटर ना, राम श्याम मोहन सोन, बहुत सारे लोगों से हो सकता है आपने परचेज़ किया हो, द डिफरेंट आइटम यू मस्ट हैव परचेज फ्रॉम द डिफरेंट पीपल. तो हो सकता है किसी को एडवांस पे किया हो, तो आई हैव टू फाइंड आउट कि मैंने कंज्यूम कितना किया है. तो हेयर स्पेशली दे आर टॉकिंग अबाउट द कंजम्पशन, कि इस ईयर में आपने कंज्यूम कितना किया है. वेरी सिंपल, कि जो पहले का था वो भी कंज्यूम किया है, जो आपने ख़रीदा वो भी है, अब बच कितना गया लास्ट में, ठीक है, तो वो हमने माइनस कर दिया. सो द सिंपल फार्मूला कम्स आउट फ्रॉम द होल डिस्कशन, दैट इज़ व्हाट, ओपनिंग स्टॉक हमारा हमेशा क्या होता है, प्लस होता है, क्लोजिंग स्टॉक हमारा होता है माइनस, ठीक है. ये आपका नॉर्मली हो गया. बट क्रेडिटर्स के केस में आप ध्यान रखेंगे, व्हेन द क्वेश्चन कम्स ऑफ द क्रेडिटर्स, तो ये रिवर्स हो जाएगा, ठीक है. क्रेडिटर्स के लिए यू हैव अ ओपनिंग क्रेडिटर्स, यू हैव अ क्लोजिंग क्रेडिटर्स. रूल्स रिवर्स हो जाएंगे. यहाँ ओपनिंग स्टॉक प्लस था, तो यहाँ पे ओपनिंग क्रेडिटर्स क्या हो जाएगा, माइनस, ऑपोजिट हो गया. एंड यहाँ पे क्लोजिंग स्टॉक माइनस था, तो यहाँ पे क्या हो जाएगा, ऐड हो जाएगा, ठीक है. आई होप इट्स वेरी क्लियर टू एवरीवन. नेक्स्ट पॉइंट विच वी हैव टू डिस्कस इन दिस कॉन्टेक्स्ट, दैट इज योर illustration number 20. Okay, this is also very important and we are adding one more point here. So this illustration 20 is explaining Punya Trust runs a charitable hospital. How will be the following items dealt while preparing income and expenditure account for the year ended 31st March 2020 and balance sheet as that date? Okay. So once again I am going through it. Stock of medicine. You have a stock of medicine is given, and here they have drawn the line. If I write, that will be convenient for everyone. 1st April 2019 and it is 31st March 2020. Okay. So talking about the stock of medicines, here it is 30,000 and this is 5,000. Next it is telling about the creditors for medicine, 20,000 and 13,000. Okay. Then advance paid for medicines on 31st March 2020. It's 13,000 again. And here also this is advance paid on 31st March 2019. It is 2,000. Okay. Then amount paid for medicine during the year. This is 1,08,000. Right, students? So we have these, this is your statement given in the question. Okay. So you have to understand the statement stock of medicine. Now 2 years are given there. So you can see this is your opening balance 1st April 2019 and I mean the first day of this year. Okay. So this year has completed on 31st March 2019. That was the year end, 31st March 2019, and the first day of the new year is 1st April. Okay. So this was of the previous year and this is of the current year. And then you have the creditors for medicine. Here we are talking about the stock. This is creditor. Creditor ये आपका opening हो गया, ये closing हो गया. Then advance paid. These two new things has been introduced in this question. Advance payment. Okay. Advance जो आपको मिलता है. We have discussed that certain things are outstanding and some people, they are very smart and they pay the thing well in advance. Okay. So we have certain advances also received from some different people. So this advance I have received on 31st March 2020. Okay. And this I have received on 31st March 2019. Now this is new concept for you students. Initially we have understood about the stock, then about the creditors. Now we'll understand about the advance. Okay. Pay attention. एडवांस यानी कि पहले से ही पे कर दिया. कौन सी डेट को पे किया? 31st March 2020. So this is the last day of my current year. Okay. Year ends on 31st March 2020 and you are paying advance on that particular day. So this belongs to the previous year which has passed or the next year. Of course advance is always for the next one. ठीक है. तो ये कौन से साल का हो गया? 2021 के लिए आपने पे किया है. द ईयर विच एंड्स ऑन 2021. तो ये एडवांस पेमेंट है. सो दिस डजंट बिलोंग टू दिस ईयर एट ऑल, राइट स्टूडेंट्स. तो ये इस साल से बिलोंग नहीं करता है. एंड एडवांस पेड ऑन 31st March 2019. एडवांस पेड ऑन 31st March 2019 यानी कि स्टार्टिंग, ऑफ कोर्स दिस इज द लास्ट डे ऑफ द प्रीवियस ईयर, बट इट्स फर्स्ट डे इज 1st April 2019. ये क्लोजिंग बैलेंस एंड द सेम विल बी द ओपनिंग बैलेंस. ओके, तो ये एडवांस मैंने जो मेरा ईयर ख़त्म हो रहा था उसके लास्ट वाले दिन पे किया. तो दिस इज़ ऑल्सो एडवांस यानी कि नेक्स्ट यानी कि करेंट ईयर. ठीक है, पिछले साल जो पे किया गया लास्ट दिन एडवांस, तो वो इस साल का हो गया. ओके, एंड इस साल जो लास्ट में पे किया गया, लास्ट वाले दिन पे किया गया, दैट बिलोंग्स टू द नेक्स्ट ईयर. वेरी सिंपल. ओके, सो this is your advance paid on 31st March 2019. This is your opening balance, right students? This is your opening balance. Okay, and this advance which has paid at the end of this current year, this is what? Closing balance. All right, so these two things are there, opening balance and closing balance we have calculated. Okay, now the things are very simple. The equation which I have told you, we have to do in the same way. So the first we will treat with amount paid for medicines during the year. Okay, so this amount has been paid by my firm for the medicines during the year. Okay, so this is amount paid, 1,08,000. Fine, and we have learned that ओपनिंग स्टॉक वी विल बी एडिंग, राइट. ओपनिंग स्टॉक ऑफ द मेडिसिन, ये ओपनिंग स्टॉक है, 30,000 हमने क्या कर दिया, प्लस कर दिया, एंड माइनस क्या करेंगे, क्लोजिंग स्टॉक. व्हाट इज द क्लोजिंग स्टॉक? दैट्स 5,000. ऑल राइट, सो लेट अस डील दिस फर्स्ट. सो दिस बिकम्स योर माइनस किया आपने 1,33,000, although you just do the calculation, the net calculation you do in the last, right. And next dealing is of advances and creditors. Creditors goes opposite, creditor goes opposite of this one. तो यहाँ पे प्लस ओपनिंग स्टॉक था, तो यहाँ पे ओपनिंग स्टॉक ऑफ क्रेडिटर्स माइनस हो जाएगा. तो स्टॉक क्रेडिटर्स का ओपनिंग स्टॉक कितना है, 20,000 आपका माइनस हो जाएगा. दैट कम्स लाइक दिस. फाइन, एंड क्लोजिंग स्टॉक ऑफ क्रेडिटर्स, अभी तक हम क्या कर रहे थे, क्लोजिंग स्टॉक को माइनस, तो यहाँ पे क्या हो रहा है, ये प्लस हो जाएगा. हाउ मच क्लोजिंग स्टॉक इज देयर, 13,000. 1,26,000 comes here. Fine. Now next, this is the new segment which I have told you. So here also we have talked कि जो previous year का था opening stock है, ये opening stock belongs to the current year की चीज़ हम प्लस करेंगे उसमें, तो प्लस opening stock. Okay, opening stock is your 2,000. I will add in this, that is your 1,28,000, and this is your closing stock of the advances. I have to write advance. All right, and this is closing stock of advance. This is your 13,000. This is your 1,15,000, right students? This is your medicines consumed during the year. Medicines consumed during the year. Okay, so one formula has been created. If you have understood the logic, that's very nice. Okay, if you could not understood the logic, so I tell you one thing. This is material purchased या paid for the material. Okay, opening stock plus minus closing stock, right? And the same thing goes for the advances also. Advances minus, right? And the third category is of the creditors. All right students, so what I have done, just keep in your mind, आपको material purchase दिया है या paid for the material is given, so just write it on the top. And well, the basic thing which we have studied in 11th, opening stock को plus करते हैं, closing को minus करते हैं, बस ये mind में ध्यान रखना है, ठीक है? So your stock and creditors, stock and advances, this is for the stock and this is for advances. These go in the same direction. Means same direction means opening stock यहाँ भी plus हुआ है, opening stock यहाँ भी plus हुआ है, right? Closing stock यहाँ भी minus है, यहाँ भी minus है. So your stock and advances, they goes in the same direction, and only creditors are the different one. Your creditors go in the different direction. All right, I hope you will understand it, although it's very easy, otherwise cram this formula. Fine students. So I think somebody has asked me about the legacy. I have explained in the doubt session, but for the betterment of everyone, I'm taking this once again. Legacy means, you know, sometime a person expires, so his property, and he donate his property to any of the organization, or you can say this NGOs, okay, non-profit organizations. So when he donate his property, so he may or may not put some restrictions to use of that property, you know. He may put the restrictions that this property must be used like this, it should be used for the you know, cricket or for any other specific purpose it must be used, right? And he may say that this should be used for the general purpose, there should not be any problem. Fine. So we have the two aspects, one is for the general and second one is for the specific purpose. So this legacy, have you understood what is legacy? This is donated by a deceased person to any of the NGOs, kind of NPOs. Okay, now the treatment we have to understand ki how to treat this legacy. If it is for the general purpose, right students? If it is for the general purpose, that means open for everyone, anywhere we can use that. So this will be treated in your income and expenditure as your income, okay, because that's your income and it is, you can use it anywhere, you are free to use it. So this is of the revenue nature, so you use in your income and expenditure account. On the other hand, if they have specified it, they have specified, I mean the limit has been decided that this must be used for this particular purpose. So this became your capital fund. All right, capital funding आपने पढ़ा है, वीडियो देखिए तो ध्यान होगा. We put the restriction कि this must be used for this particular game or for this particular purpose. So we show it in the liability side of the balance sheet in the fund accounting, right? And now if we have any other income generated from this, so we add here, and if we have certain expenses regarding this, we reduce out of that. I hope it's clear what is legacy and what is its treatment. Remember students, go through the question when they give. So just watch properly, legacy is for the general purpose or for the specific one. If it is for the general, then revenue nature, and this will be treated in the income side of the income and expenditure. And if it is for the specific purpose, this will go to the liability side of your balance sheet, capital fund. I hope it's clear. Well, students, although we don't have something special, simply we have to prepare the income and expenditure and balance sheet. One point I tell you, when you will be doing the comprehensive question where the complete problem comes to you, so you will find one different thing, and it is memorandum balance sheet. What is memorandum balance sheet, students? This we prepare of the past years. You know, simply when you prepare the balance sheet, here this is my balance sheet, all right. So what are certain contents are there of the assets, and here of the liabilities, some creditors, I mean the liabilities will be there. And the important thing we have, that is capital fund, right, in the current year's balance sheet. But the problem is if it is not given, okay, because the balance sheet is missing, the balance sheet is not given. When the balance sheet is not given, so you don't have the capital fund. And when you prepare the current year's balance sheet, so I don't have the capital fund. Opening capital fund is missing completely. In the current year's balance sheet, when you don't have the opening capital fund, how will you complete your balance sheet? So I have to find out the opening capital fund, okay. So for this I have to prepare the balance sheet of the previous year, and we call it memorandum balance sheet. Suppose it's of 2019 and this I'm preparing of 2020, okay. So for this opening capital I have to prepare this memorandum balance sheet of the previous year. So I will find out the capital fund. This is my balancing figure. I will fill all these figures and that will be given in the question somehow, and we have to find out certain informations, clues will be there. We will put all these figures and we will find out the capital fund, and this capital fund will be shifted to this balance sheet of the current year. कैपिटल फंड आ जाएगा, ये ओपनिंग हो गया, प्लस आपने यहाँ सरप्लस होगा तो प्लस कर देंगे, डेफिसिट है तो माइनस कर देंगे, एंड दैट कम्स योर क्लोजिंग कैपिटल फंड, राइट. So this way you complete your balance sheet in this. Fine. Students, two more points I would like to tell you. When you prepare your balance sheet, I mean you will be doing all these questions in this chapter. So subscription and certain adjustments, you always have to focus on the subscription and certain adjustments, because without, if you don't focus, your balance sheet won't match, because subscription is given. We have the subscription outstanding of the previous year, some advances are there, subscription outstanding at the current year. So these are the item of prepaid, advances and outstanding. These goes to the balance sheet also. If I have subscription outstanding of this current year, that's my income, so I have to show in the asset side, okay. And if I have received something in advance in the current year, so I have to show in the liability side. So always focus, otherwise your balance sheet won't match, okay. So just pay attention on the subscription and certain adjustments. Adjustments में आपको पता है आउटस्टैंडिंग है तो वी एक्सपेंसेस आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट, एक्सपेंसेस आउटस्टैंडिंग है तो हम लाइबिलिटी में दिखाते हैं, और प्रीपेड है तो आप असेट्स में दिखाते हैं. So while going through these questions, pay attention on all these points. And cash, right, cash आपका कहाँ से आएगा, receipt and payment जब बनाया हुआ है या क्वेश्चन में ऑलरेडी दिया है. So at the top we get the opening receipt and payment which belongs to the previous year, and here at the end the balancing figure which you get in the receipt and payment account, that goes to the cash of your balance sheet. Right students, all the points I have cleared of this chapter. If you are willing, easily you can do that. So please watch the videos carefully, complete your all the questions, and if some doubts persist still after doing all that, you are free to call me, you are free to contact me, or we'll discuss in the doubt session. Thank you.